traditional Eastern Christian Christmas icon? What is the role of the cave, the animals, and how do they tie in with the conduct of the day?
I will begin with the conduct of the day. Today, the Virgin gives birth to the Transcendent One, and the earth offers a cave to the Unapproachable One. Angels and shepherds give glory, and the Magi journey with the star. For unto us a child is born, the pre-eternal God. In this conduct, we see this icon, and it shows the connection between our services and iconography. We'll begin with the cave. The earth has opened itself to welcome the child that is born. And here is the cave that shows the child laying in a manger in the cave. The cave represents the darkness of the material world, which receives divine light through the birth of Christ. The hills, you will notice in the background, there are hills and steps. The hills represent our journey of ascent throughout our lives. And we see that in many of the icons, and certainly in the other two icons that we'll speak about today. Christ is being tended to by midwives here, and it shows his human nature. And in the icon, we can see events happening that happen at different times, all in one icon. So time is of a different nature in the icon. It is not the nature of time that we experience in our day-to-day world. We experience many events at the same time. The shepherds, caring for their flock, the creation, are worthy to come and climb this, make this ascent to see the newborn child. The Magi have also traveled a great distance. They represent the learned people who have come from far away and are also eager to experience the birth of Christ. We have also Joseph, who's somewhat troubled, speaking to this old shepherd. And he, and together with the shepherds, represent our human nature. They are caring for the earth. He's troubled. It's a slice of life, of everyone's life. We can relate to this. A young family starting out. And he has concerns, as we all do. So this shows how the icon is very relatable to us as well. And central to this icon is the Theotokos, the Mother of God. And she is resting. And she is deep in thought about the fate and life to come for her as a mother raising a child. And last but not least, and maybe foremost, because they are the closest to the young babe, we have the animals who are in the cave with him. They did not have to climb the mountain. They did not have to climb anywhere. They are already accepted and worthy of being close to the newborn child. They give him comfort. They bring him warmth and company. This is something that maybe is not written in Gospels or written in teachings of the church, but the icon has lessons for us that are outside of that. Then if we contemplate the icon very carefully, we will see things that maybe we haven't thought of before. We see the plants growing in the dry mountain region, and the joyousness of the occasion as well, the excitement, and these shepherds are actually singing. Sometimes they carry musical instruments in their joy of the day that we all experience. It's Christmas.
Well, I mean, what I am curious about is I did not know that with the mountains you had these steps to the ascent, and how nature was used to help us ascend towards God.
Yes, certainly. Those are very good observations. And this is why we're having this conversation, to help people see that there is more in an icon. It may be beautiful to see, but it's beyond the beauty of an icon is the message of what we can learn from it, what it teaches us.
So many times in iconography or in the history of the church, we've had such a focus on the human being. And when you take a look at this icon of Christmas, like it's just plastered and full and alive. The background, like you mentioned the mountains, you mentioned the plants. I never looked at myself ever, after all of these years, at the importance of how these plants are placed all over in the icon. It's telling us to contemplate not only the birth of Christ, but everything that happened before, and how the animals of all creation, it's the animals that are closest to Christ.
Nothing that is written in an icon is by chance. The icon has a history, and the iconographer follows a pattern. The iconographer needs to understand all the symbolism, what is going into the icon, and think always, should this be or should this not be? How is this? It's not a matter of copying what was done before, but understanding why it's there. If we understand that nothing is there by chance, by just adornment of some kind. It is there to help us understand what we're seeing, to deepen the message, as you have found in what you've said.